Hello. I was looking at a figure skating video, okay? Oh, I forgot I put the goobers on screen. Let me go get my goober. I'm gonna get my goober. I got my goober. I got my goober. Okay. Wait. Wait. Let me just hold on. Let me. There we go. Okay. So, I made a thread on Twitter, and it's like, hey chat, you were probably wondering where I was Tuesday. And, I had to take that day off, because Sunday, another one of my power strips overheated, and luckily, it was designed to turn itself off. It had, like, I think it had a fuse or like a circuit breaker in there, which is what all power strips should have. But essentially, it overheated and it sensed that and it's like, oh shit, and it turned itself off. So it saved the day. So I had to rearrange my room so I could use a different outlet, and I hated how my room was rearranged. And then the next day an electrician came over, looked at all my outlets, and pointed to the one that the bad power strips were connected to, and was like, oh yeah, this outlet's bad. So he fixed it, and gave me some advice not to plug too much shit into the power strip. Cause guess what? This house is really old, so all the outlets in my room share one circuit. That's right. They all share one fucking circuit. So basically, it doesn't matter what outlet I put these things in. They're all gonna be powered by the same circuit. And I have like 4 things connected to a power strip connected to an outlet over here by my PC. I have like what? 2 things plugged into a power strip over there that's plugged into an outlet. So that's like what? Like 4 things so far? And then I have like a little Sensei thing. So that's like 5 things. And all it took for my power strips to overheat was like 6 or 7 things plugged into them. So that's lovely. So my fairy lights and my lamp are on a I will plug them in when I need them basis, but I must unplug something before I plug them in. How do I see at night? Phone. Flashlight. Screen. I turn on my phone, I point the screen at the I point the screen at the ground so I can see where the fuck I'm going. Yeah, that's how I move around. So I sleep in the dark now. That's lovely. And there was a reason why I didn't sleep in the dark before. But you know, we just gotta make do. So I'm learning how to sleep in the dark. I keep waking up in the middle of the night. But their Vampire Prince audios have been very helpful, especially the Foreign Nightmare Comfort. That has been very helpful. I have not listened to the Sleep Aid with the King yet, because that was the one I listened to when the first outlet went kaput and had sparks flying, so I feel like if I listen to that one, I'm gonna have like a reaction, which isn't Prince's fault, it's the outlet's fault. That it, you know, it's the house's fault for being so goddamn old. So there's only so much that a circuit can handle before it like overheats. And the American electrical system is so fucking bad, chat. It is so bad. I watched like a 25-minute video before stream, and it essentially said that in the UK, pretty much every extension cord and power strip has like a fuse or a circuit breaker or something in there. So that way, when it overheats, it stops. Like, it just shuts off automatically. But we don't have that here. So the moment the electricity leaves the wall, you're on your own, kid. Good fucking luck. Oh. God. So we do have circuit breakers, but they only protect the cords and the walls. So if the right amount of electricity is in the cords and the walls, the circuit breaker will be like, you can pass, you can pass, you can pass. But the moment there is too much, the circuit breaker's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You're gonna have to stop right there. Before you leave this wall, you're gonna, no. But that circuit breaker doesn't give a shit what happens outside the wall. And that's really dangerous. I feel like we should be addressing that as a country, but you know, there's other things going on that nobody cares to address properly. Yeah, so I think if the people in charge of this country can barely handle like a human rights situation, I don't think they'll be able to handle like fixing circuit breakers in walls, you know? So in the UK, they counter this. Wah! Senna, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! All the money will go towards me moving out. Thank you! But in the UK, there are little fuses in power strips and extension cords that basically do what the circuit breaker in the wall doesn't do, which is like protect cords outside the wall, which is what we need to start doing here. It's not very expensive. I think the most tedious thing would be recalling a bunch of extension cords and power strips. And it's not very expensive. A fuse is like, what, 10 cents? You mean basic safety? Yeah. Yeah. Basic safety. Honk shoe, me. People living their life awake. That's how the government is right now. I hate it here. But essentially, oh, what is it? What was I gonna say? Oh no. Goober, help me, I lost track. Goober. Goober, do you hear me? But... So, you would think, okay, well, since power strips and... Yeah, it's illegal not to have them, really? Oh my fucking god! I know I make fun of British people all the time, but like... We need to borrow this shit from you guys. Do we have permission? Jesus Christ. It feels like... I know the British government, like, the European government or whatever, I don't know how it works over there, is... not doing too good themselves, but like, at least they have like basic safety procedures when it comes to like an electrical system. Like, good god. Anyways. Did you know that over here in America, Christmas lights have fuses in them and thus would be safer than power strips or extension cords, but they are not power strips or extension cords, so most stuff isn't compatible with them. If I could, I'd be using fucking Christmas lights everywhere. It's fucking crazy. But... They start a lot of fires, so the guys up top had one good idea once and said maybe we need something to prevent that. Yeah, their brain cell activated for a moment. Which is a beautiful thing to see. That is yet to happen over here though, which is incredibly disappointing. But... like... I'm just lucky the carpet didn't catch on fire. This is why I'm so picky about the apartment I'm moving into, having hardwood floors literally everywhere. Like, the entire floor has to be hardwood. I will not settle. I will not settle. I will not settle for an apartment with a carpet floor. I will not fucking settle for that. It's hard to clean, I have a cat, and it's just really fucking dangerous. And like, I already have slippers with like those like suction-y things on the bottom, but I can never fucking use them because the floor here is all carpet. Yeah, what if you spill your smoothie? What if I spill my chalky milk? What if I spill my milkshake, you know? What if I spill my Pepsi? It's a lot easier to clean up stuff if it's just like hardwood. So that's why hardwood floors literally everywhere is one of the main requirements that I will not budge on. I will not budge on it. Literally the worst to clean. There's so many fucking stains in this house that will not come up, no matter how many times Mama Hoshino and I have cleaned them. Like, I get down on my hands and knees like Cinderella and I'm scrubbing the goddamn carpet. It's not coming up. And at some point you just gotta say, fuck it. But... you would think that because power strips and extension cords are so unsafe here, people would stop buying them, right? Wrong. People still buy them because they're cheap and convenient. That's right. An extension cord is basically an extended outlet, right? You use up one space in your outlet, but you get like 3 more. So people use them all the time. Same thing with power strips. Use up one space in your outlet, and then you get like 5 more. That's why people use them. That's why people buy them. And instead of, you know, figuring that out and addressing it, the guys up top here in the States said, what if we just added more outlets to the newer houses? More outlets to catch on fire? More outlets to overheat? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? If you don't know, there is always an electrical current going to an outlet even if nothing is plugged in. So there are currently 4 huge fire hazards in my fucking room. I have 4 outlets, and at any moment, right, I have one of them that has nothing plugged into it. I have 2 of them that have power strips plugged into them, and one of them just has like a little Scentsy thing plugged into it. At any moment, any of these, even the one that has nothing plugged into it, could catch fire. Because there is always a goddamn current going to an outlet, even if nothing is plugged in. And guess what? All these outlets are connected to the same fucking circuit. And 6 or 7 things is all it takes for the circuit to overload. I'm a fucking streamer, my guy. I'm already using like, what, 3? Oh, never mind. I'm using like 4 fucking slots. Oh no, never mind. I'm using like 5 just to power my goddamn PC. And then I have another 2 over there for my phone charger and my fan. I have another one over there. So that's like 8. So like 9 or 10 things is all it takes for the circuit to overload. So I have to sleep in the dark now. I have to sleep in the dark. I literally can't sleep without my fan on. Like, as soon as it turned off, I woke up. Like, I literally can't sleep when it's off. I have to sleep with my fan on. Because it helps me stay cool, it provides background noise. Something consistent but not irritating. My Scentsy thing does produce a little bit of light though. So that is the only light I am getting in my room at nighttime. That and my phone are my only 2 sources of light. So the American electrical system is fucked, right? Instead of addressing the problem by putting fuses into power strips and instead of addressing the problem by putting fuses into power strips and extension cords, they're like, okay, what if we just add more outlets to the newer houses? If your house is old, you're shit out of luck, my guy. Like, I'm so sorry, but yeah, an electrical fire is probably bound to happen one day, sooner or later, you know? And renovating this house would cost a lot of money. Like, rewiring the whole thing would cost a lot of money. And Papa Hoshino's like, what if we just like tear the whole thing down and then like rebuild it? And then he thought, oh no, wait, the neighbors. We're gonna annoy the shit out of the neighbors. I don't give a shit. Get all my stuff out, put it in suitcases, put it in cardboard boxes if you have to. Put it, like, on the street if you, like, put it on the sidewalk if you have to. Put it by the bird feeders if you have to. Put it in the cars if you have to. You know? Like, obviously, I'm saving my plushies, I'm saving my ring lights because because one of them was a gift from my grandma. The other one... I didn't actually go see her. I I normally have the gifts brought home to me because I can't go see my grandma because of trauma. Her house gives me really bad memories, and certain stinky people are there sometimes, and it's like unknown if they'll be there until like the day of the event. So I typically just stay at home, and then I have like the gifts brought to me, and I just have Papa Hoshino act as like a messenger between me and grandma. But she got me a ring light, so of course I'm saving that. She's cool like that. She probably has no idea what the hell I'm doing. She probably has no idea what the fuck VTubing is. But I appreciate the effort, I appreciate the thought. That is a sentimental piece. I forgot which one she got me, but it is a sentimental piece of my room, of my equipment, even though I can't use it because I don't have enough USB ports. So I had to buy another ring light. Yeah, I have my ring light, my mouse, my monitor, my tower, my keyboard. Yeah, they're all hooked up to this one power strip that's hooked up to like one outlet. So if that outlet or power strip goes kaput, there goes my whole setup. So I'll let you know when that happens if it does. At least then I'll have a at least I'll have a viable excuse not to stream them, but like my health is important, you know? Just like how Gargura from Hololive can take as many breaks as she wants, I can too, okay? But yeah, the circuit breakers in our walls suck. Our power strips and extension cords suck. And instead of nipping the problem in the bud by recalling all the extension cords and power strips, the most tedious thing is recalling all the extension cords and power strips instead of doing that, and then putting them back on the shelves, but with fuses in them. They're just like, oh, let's just add more outlets to the houses. I can see they're confused, but they have the spirit, I can tell. Because their thought process is, okay, if there's more outlets, then they don't need extension cords and power strips, right? Which is kind of true, but like, not really. Because let's say there's 2 outlets, 4 slots in total in the living room. One for the TV, one for the Nintendo Switch, you know, one for the lamp, one for the fan. Let's say you get another lamp, right? It's, at this point, it's either use a power strip extension cord or get rid of the previous lamp. The previous lamp is not broken. You just got another lamp because it looked cute, right? But now you're stuck using a power strip or an extension cord. Like, dude, oh my god. The solution is right there! It's right there! It's right in front of you! It's right there! The guys up top have no idea what the fuck they're doing! I'm no electrician, but like, I just figured out how to save 45,000 households a goddamn year! But instead of doing that, they add more outlets to houses, and they preach about fire safety, and they fearmonger. I never took fire safety seriously when I was in elementary school, and one of the firefighters made me cry by telling me to just leave my cat in the burning house. Saying that they would come and get her. Like, hello? She sleeps most of the day. All I have to do is say her name and then pick her up. She doesn't move all that much, and if she does, she's like a fucking turtle. That story of like the fucking rabbit and the turtle racing each other, but like the turtle wins. That's her. She's the goddamn turtle. Like, all I have to do is go up in her face and say, baby. And then she wakes up and she looks at me and she goes, oh! And then I pick her up. And then I'm running out of the building. Because, one, she doesn't like to be held for too long. Two, it's on fire. Like, imagine telling a 7-year-old to just leave their cat that they have, like, had since they were, like, what, 3? In a burning building? Holy shit, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And, like, ever since, like, elementary school, ever since that moment where the firefighter's like, yeah, just leave your cat that you're, like, bonded to for life in a burning building. I just haven't taken fire safety very seriously. Cause it's like, well, if they're telling me to leave my fucking cat in a burning building, I'm not gonna take fire safety too seriously. But it's always been like a deep, deep fear of mine because I have so much stuff in my room that has so much sentimental value. My ring light that my grandma got me, my cat typically hangs out in here. I have my D&D starter set. I have, like, my Littlest Pet Shop collection that I've had since I was a kid, and I've probably spent, like, hundreds of dollars on collectively, and I've been working on it for, like, years, on and off. I have my PC set up. I have a desk full of birthday cards, and Christmas cards, and Easter cards, and letters from family. I have a bookshelf full of my favorite books. I have a closet with my medical records and like 2 pairs of shoes in there that I really, really love. My platform boots and my heels. I have pictures that Mama Hoshino took of my plushie in a superhero costume. Of one of my plushies in a superhero costume. I have my pride flags. I have my ring lights. I have so much stuff in here that I would just hate to see burnt. And when I looked down and I saw that power strip sparking that one day, I started sweating, I started shaking. For a split second I thought I should just go back to bed. But then I was like, no, the carpet's gonna catch on fire. Like, I gotta get up. If I didn't have that fear of fire instilled in me, I don't know what I would have done. Right? Because as a kid, I thought that, like, oh, our house will never catch on fire, we're safe. So if that fear wasn't instilled in me, I probably would have just went back to bed. So if I think about it, that firefighter, by telling me that to leave my cat in a burning building, technically saved my life all these years later. And ironically, saved my cat. So oh, I'm glad to hear that you rebuilt it better. Yeah, Papa Hoshino is like, we should just tear this house down and rebuild it. Oh, but what about the neighbors? They're gonna be so annoyed. I don't fucking care about the neighbors. Just get all my valuable shit out, tear down the house, let's rebuild it, you know? But we don't have the money. But I think one of the most expensive parts about building a house is the labor. The materials aren't that expensive. We just need a shit ton of wood, a shit ton of, like, concrete or cement or some shit like that, I don't know. Like, a crap ton of paint. But Papa Hoshino's already looking at moving to a farm. He wants to be a farmer. I didn't take him seriously at first, because I thought, oh, it's just a phase. You know? Like how parents don't take their kids seriously and they're like, oh, it's just a phase. That was me with Papa Hoshino. But now he's like looking into farms to move into, planning out how he's gonna use the land, what kind of animals and crops he's gonna have, and I'm like, okay, this is not a phase. He's even investing in the stock market to try and raise funds. I don't know if Mama Hoshino will go with him. I don't know if Brother Hoshino will, but I'm probably gonna move into a cozy little apartment somewhere. But I don't know, it's just the American electrical system is so fucking bad because it's like, yeah, we have like, there's like a okay, think of it this way, it's like, okay, this is gonna sound so fucking stupid, but I think of it, I memorize how circuit breakers in the American electrical system work by thinking about it in one of two ways. Someone getting beat up on the street, or a strip club. Okay, so circuit breaker and wires and wall are best friends, right? They're walking down the street, they see someone, aka wires not in the walls, getting beaten up, right? Overheating. Do they care? No, they walk away. But if we put a fuse into an extension cord or a power strip, that person, the fuse, will walk by and be like, hey, get away. You know? Or think about it like this. The circuit breaker in the wall is like a bouncer, right? And he's like making sure that like people are of, you know, like legal age and shit and not like visibly intoxicated before they go in. And making sure that people are okay when they come out. And but if someone is drunk, aka a wire overheating, the bouncer, aka the circuit breaker, is like, whoa, 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 you can't go in there. Right? But a few people slip through. But if we have a security guard, the fuse, on the inside, conflict doesn't fucking happen because it stops before it starts. So my point is, I don't know why the fuck we haven't added fuses yet. Like, if Christmas lights could fit, like if Christmas lights could accommodate for, like, if Christmas lights could accommodate, they would be better extension cords than extension cords. And that's fucking horrifying to think about. Like, oh yeah, let's prevent an electrical fire during the holiday season, but during Easter? During, St. Patrick's Day? No, no, no. Yeah, during Christmas? Yeah. During Easter? No. During St. Patrick's Day? No. During Valentine's Day? No. During 4th of July? No. During Halloween? No. During Thanksgiving? No. During Christmas? Yes. Yes, we prevent electrical fires. Yes. Yes. Like, what the fuck? What? I was gonna buy Hades and be a day one fucking clove main. But the spring sale has already passed, I do believe. So there goes my opportunity to buy Hades. And even if I wanted to, I don't have the money right now because I had to pay the electrician. Which I'm not mad about because, like, you know, I'd rather prioritize the electrician over a game. But I'm still bummed out that I couldn't get Hades, you know? Because, like, people I know are talking about it. And, like, I've seen, like, gameplay of it and it looks, like, really fun. And I love Greek mythology. And like, I don't know, like, even my own family members were playing it. Like, on the good side of my family, where, like, people are actually, like, nice and not assholes. Like, my mom's side, my sister, her fiance, I think, and my nephew. They're playing it! All of these cool people are playing it, and I was like, okay, it's on sale. I'm gonna get it. And then power strip number dos, power strip number 2, power strip number ni fucking explode. It decides to go kaput. Fuck that power strip. I'm so mad, dude. But ah. 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 I wanted Hades. I wanted to be a day one clover. I wanted to be a day one clove main, but I was too busy having a mental breakdown about my bed being rotated 90 degrees. I'm no longer a day one clove main. I'm not even a clove main. I was so excited. I'm like, oh, clove! Let's go! And then it's like, oh no, I can't play clove. Oh no. Grr. And then, since power strip number 2 went kaput, I've been having, like, really bad anxiety about my power strips catching fire, and I've, like... Isn't there a Hunger Games book called... excuse me. Isn't there a Hunger Games book called Catching Fire? Or am I just, like, silly? Oh! What do you know? It's a 2013 film. It's that old. Jesus Christ, okay. The book is from 2009? Jesus Christ. Okay. I feel old. I remember when Hunger Games was, like, super big. But, yeah, I started having really bad anxiety that my power strip was gonna catch fire. I was, like, hallucinating, like, the sizzling noise that comes with, like, melting plastic. And I had, like, I still have, like, an obsession with, like, feeling my power strip to check for warmth. Right? I have an obsession. Oh, I need I need to touch my power strip and make sure it's not heating up. So then I do that, and then that helps for a bit. And then the obsession comes back, but it's stronger. So I went to therapy yesterday and I talked about it. And now I'm having to reality check myself every hour? Every hour or so? Like, okay, if my power strip is catching on fire, there would be more signs. There would be, like, actual heat. There would be smoke. There would be sizzling. The light would turn off. It would shut itself off on its own because I got another one of those that does that. And it's not about literally any other power strip in my room. It's about the one by my bed in particular, which has since been rotated back to normal, thank God. But the one by my bed in particular, I have so many anxious thoughts about. And my therapist just like, yeah, you need to reality check yourself. So that's why I haven't streamed in a bit, because so much has been happening. Because it's like Tuesday, I used that day to like chill the fuck out, like calm down. And I forgot to make a tweet. And Wednesday, I went to therapy and I also forgot to make a tweet. But this morning I finally remembered, oh shit, I should make a tweet. And I wasn't gonna stream today, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it, we ball. So far, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened, which is good. And I'm gonna have to learn how to sleep in the dark when I have slept with at least one light on for years. Literally years. I've slept with fairy lights on for like, what, 2-3 years now? So I'm learning to sleep without them on because I'm too afraid that if I plug them in, my power strip will start catching fire. Like the fucking Hunger Games book. So yeah. And, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to talk about why I've been gone. And I didn't want to keep stream going for too long because like my meds, you know, wear off as with all meds. And I want to play a game without having to worry about getting up to check my power strip every hour. I wanna finish Cyberpunk. I'm like halfway through it right now. But yeah. But Hoshi, why don't you just stream Cyberpunk? Cause I like to play games by myself first, especially when like they have like story that's like a huge part of it, you know? I like to play those games by myself first and then make another run and stream the second run. Because like, I don't know. I always, whenever I play games like these, like Baldur's Gate 3, I'm so sad that Larian isn't working on a DLC or Baldur's Gate 4. And I'm so upset that Wizards of the Coast now owns Baldur's Gate 3 because Wizards of the Coast has been beating D&D into the fucking ground! But whenever I play games like Cyberpunk or Baldur's Gate 3, I often make like my first run like the character in my first playthrough, just like me, you know, in a lot of ways. I kind of like insert myself into them because I'm like, oh, well, I don't know the lore of the world. So, I don't, you know, I don't know. Cause like, it feels easier to just, it's like a template. It's like a template. It's like I'm filling out a template. And I often get really attached to these. So for Baldur's Gate 3, it's my tab Balfour, and for Cyberpunk 2077, it's my V named Val. And I often get really attached to these because, like, one, they're like they're like self-inserts. They look like me, and like I make them look like me because I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna make my character look like. I don't have any ideas, so I'm just gonna make it look like me. And then I give them, and then I play through the game, and I develop their personality, and I change their appearance a little bit sometimes, and I come up with a backstory, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. And by that point, I'm already attached to them. So, I don't know, and it feels like really personal to me. Oh, I just noticed that the shine on my hair moves. Sorry. But I just get really attached to them and it feels like very personal. So I'd rather play through the first game by I'd rather play through the first run by myself and then start up a second run and like create a character with chat and play through the game that way. Cause like chat having input on a character is fun. Like, what hair color should this character have? You know, blah 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 blah. But games like Hades, yeah, I'll stream like my first run of the game, cause I don't know what makes Baldur's Gate 3 and Cyberpunk 2077 so special. I think it's because like they're role-playing games. What genres is Cyberpunk a part of? Hold on. What genres do we got cooking here? Steam, do you hear me? Wait, is the Steam? Oh. Oh man. The Steam sale isn't happening. The spring sale is over. Holy shit, Dragon Age Inquisition is like 85% off. It's literally $6. Oh my god, hello? Slay the Princess is on sale, everyone. I know that's a pretty popular game, but I have no idea why. Yeah, like story-rich games, like Red Dead Redemption 2. Like RPG games, story-rich games. I like to play them by myself first. But it depends on the game, especially in the story-rich category. Because some of these aren't RPGs. Oh, what the fuck? Never mind. Yeah, like story-rich RPGs, I like to play by myself first. And then for like literally any other game, I'm just like, okay, fuck it, we ball stream the first run. You can go, Goober. Oh no, Goober, don't fall. Don't fall, Goober. Okay, I'll hold you. The Goober. I try to set the Goober on my desk, but it keeps wanting to fall. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Just because I wanted you, I just wanted you all to know where I am, where I was, what I was doing, what was going on. I've just been busy, and I've just been dealing with crappy mental health. But hopefully, the more I tell myself that the sizzling sound likely isn't real, and if it was, there would be other signs, and the more I distract myself and reality check myself, the more I affirm that, hey, an electrician came over here and fixed the outlet, and, you know, I'm less stuff is plugged into the outlet now. Less stuff is plugged into the power strip, thus less stuff is plugged into the outlet, thus less things are being powered by the circuit. Just the more that I affirm it, the more the better I will feel. And I hope that I can start up like an old Windows computer, my regular schedule of Tuesdays and Thursdays next week. But yeah, I hope I can finish Cyberpunk, and I can do my next run, because there's a lot of things that I would like to have done differently. Like, I found Skippy and I told him right off the bat, I want cold-blooded killer mode, baby. Stone cold killer, right? And then now he's like, you've killed 50 people? I'm gonna revert back to, puppy-loving pacifist mode? And there's no way you can undo that. So I guess that makes the fucking non-lethal weapon mod useless in this playthrough then. I still have, speaking of Cyberpunk, I still need to download some mods. I need to download the AMM mod, appearance menu mod, so I can take pretty pictures. Cause I see virtual photography a lot in the Tumblr tag, and I'm like, ooh, that's so pretty, right? And at first, when I first saw virtual photography like ages ago, I'm like, oh, that's not real photography. But now I'm like, it's photography, but it's just different. It's just a different kind of photography, and that's okay. So now, I love virtual photography and I kind of want to get into it. So, I'm alive! I'm alive! The house is in one piece. It's fine. Everything's fine. But in about a minute, when this ad break ends, I'm gonna say my farewells and I'm gonna end stream. Well, not my farewells, more like my see you laters. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go find the appearance menu mod and try to get that working. And then I can have Carrie follow me wherever I go. I still have yet to meet Carrie. I really want to meet Carrie. He's the reason why I bought the game, but I stayed for like literally everything else. I stayed for literally everything, including him. I bought the game just for him, and then I played it, and I'm like, oh my god, I really like it. Carrie's not my sole reason for playing the game anymore. Oh my god. And I love discovering games like that, where I'm like, oh, I'll buy the game for this one character, but then I end up playing it and loving everything about it. Yeah, I love when that happens. But yeah, it's time for me to say my see you laters. So, if Green is still alive, we're gonna go raid Green. The power of Green. Green. What? Hello? Oh, here we go. The power of Green. The power of Green. Eh? Hang on. Could have sworn I spelled the name correctly. Green. The power of Green. Oh, I just swiped away a Spotify notification that talked about glass animals. Oops. I'm sorry, Pookie. They were one of my top bands last year, okay? They were one of my top bands. Is Keen even live? Oh, there's an underscore. I'm a fucking. Oh my god. Oh my god, I didn't know. Oh my god, I didn't know. Geen is drawing. Green is drawing. So, reminder, be nice. You are representing me when you go into another streamer's chat and you enter their community. They are welcoming you with open arms, so be nice. If not, for your sake, do it for mine. Be nice. Invalid username. Really? No, they're literally what the fuck? Huh? 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 No, I typed it incorrectly. What the fuck? Hello? Wait a minute, maybe I type it without the at? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I feel so stupid. But remember, be nice. Keen is currently drawing, so be nice to Green. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I hope that next Tuesday, next Thursday go as planned. If I don't have any appointments or if my power strips function okay. I'm looking at you, industrial power strip. Please do not overheat on me. But yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Geen. Let's go say hi to Geen.